Hey there, Ethan. I am responding to your Unit 2 discussion post. Okay, so you are doing question 4 in chapter 4. Um, and I'm impressed. I'm glad that you actually went out and talked with some folks and got some responses. That's a good move. Um, Here's a couple of things to think about. Overall, not bad. Generally, pretty good response. Uh, we as human beings are notoriously bad at estimating. We think we're great. Most of us would give ourselves, pretty high marks at the gut feeling, at having gut feelings. But the truth of the matter is, we're pretty bad, and tons of studies, many studies, have supported this idea. So, especially when things are somewhat vague or outside of our immediate realm of expertise, uh, instead of being able to just say, I don't know, many of us will come up with some form of an answer. Um, but the other interesting thing I think you found here was how many people wanted to know what the right answer was without potentially knowing, like, maybe there's not one. Maybe I'm just looking for your responses. This is something that I would keep in mind for any future survey research. There is a predilection in individuals, us as human beings, to try and give a right answer or assume that a right answer actually exists. So when you ask questions, perhaps framing things at the very beginning of a survey that maybe says, look, there is no right answer. I want your gut feelings on this, or your honest responses. Just to put that out of their mind right at the beginning, because it's very common for survey respondents, focus group respondents, interview respondents to try and give you, as the researcher, who they perceive or presume has all the answers, to give you the right answer. We want to be on the right side of whatever um, topic we're dealing with. So, how many of these people did you talk to that did say something akin to what student number 6 said? 500. Is that right? Is that the right answer? And you go, look, there is no right answer to this. I want to see, just what do you think you would need. Um, that's huge in survey responses, to make it very clear. Look, I'm not looking for you to try and guess what the right answer is. I'm trying to get what you think. Okay, just what you would do in this situation. So combined with our terrible ability to guesstimate, um, and our tendency to not be okay with not knowing something, surveys can be very difficult, and sampling can be very difficult. Now, the truth of the matter is, as I look at this not only as a researcher, but as someone who has worked in the media in the past, uh, I don't think the question gives you enough background to really be able to do this research correctly. There's a lot of other mitigating factors that would have to be considered before moving into this. Generally, I would say if this was a nationwide survey, we're talking in the thousands of people to get this right. You could get away with the hundreds, but you would be talking about maybe a 95% confidence rate with a 5% or so margin of error. If you wanted to get up to, I mean, in the 99% confidence, then you're looking at upwards of darn near 9,000 or so, for a population of 300 million. So, at some point you just start kind of evening out, and it becomes less important to have those high numbers. At some point, you do sort of plateau in sampling. But it is debatable. Do we get more people? Can we still make claims with fewer people? So overall, not a bad response. I just wanted to give you those comments. If you do have any questions about this, hit me back and I will, heck, let's just chat.